Welcome to the DYSON'S effect.
A show about everyday situations, issues, and topics we talk about and give our opinions.
We may even listen to yours.
We are your hosts, Johnny
and Theresa,
also known as Mr. and Mrs. Dyson.
This is Johnny.
And this is Theresa.
And this is another episode of the
DYSON'S effect.
We got a topic that's it's a little feisty right now. First off, I've been doing good. Got some things cooking up. Everybody stay tuned. Keep following us on our social media pages. We got some things coming up. Just stay tuned. And we're gonna enlighten you with the things that we got coming up. But with that being said, how you been doing so far, real quick?
I'm okay.
Thus far, I like that. There it goes. What we gonna talk about this time? Something that you want to be getting off your chest? Something you seen on social media? Did you see this on social media?
Somebody post, are threesomes for your wife? Should you be asking your wife for threesomes?
Now, do we know, well, I'll say do you know any married couple that had a threesome?
No.
But you know, like some friends that had some?
No.
You don't know none of your friends? You don't know of anyone? I don't know any married couple.
If they had it, they haven't shared it with me. I don't really know if I care to know. Honestly, I don't.
You don't care if they had a threesome?
Not my business.
I know a few family members that had threesomes, but not nobody married. I think that's about there's not a lot of married people we know anyway. But when the person put up this post, was it a discussion about it?
Yeah, I guess it was just a poll, not really a discussion.
Oh, it was a poll. People had a discussion on it.
I don't think they had a discussion. It was something posted on the story, which only stays for 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think it was an actual. Oh, I don't know. You know what? It was. I don't know. It could have been.
It could have been some kind, because I would love to read those comments. But are threesomes for wifey or your significant other? Yeah. Was this a woman that put up this post?
No, it's a guy.
It's a guy that put this up.
And it was for fellas. It was a true or false question. So
what were some of the comments?
Somebody said it's debatable. It looks like a girl or a woman commented, my husband, I guess, is the only man getting one of those. So yeah. Oh, so she agreed that she would give her husband one.
Okay.
And then somebody put another lady who they for then. Then another lady, maybe if I don't actually love the guy. But if I'm in love, hell no. I don't want to see him
interesting,
fucking some rando. Or if we have a threesome with another nigga, sure.
People know with some rando.
So threesomes are for a couple where both people are confident and open. All the girls who write, if I can't bring a guy, you can't bring a girl. It's pure jokes. LOL. A threesome is three people having sex together. So do those girls want their man to fuck another man? in total, if you and your girl don't love girls equally, threesomes ain't for y'all because someone will get into their feelings. Wifeys have threesomes, but it's gotta be something they want equally as much as the man. Somebody put Cap, I need one with his homeboy.
Interesting.
Threesomes are for single people. Go do all the crazy shit while you're single. Stop bringing extra people into your relationship when you're wondering why y'all have problems at home. So yeah, there's a lot of different perspectives on here. For me, no.
You weren't gonna save your conclusion to the end. You just gonna jump right in. No.
When you're married, that's a sacred relationship between you and your significant other. When you go to inviting all these different spirits and different
that's a good word to use.
lovers into your home, into your bedroom, or even if you do it in the hotel, it's still inviting somebody into the bed with you guys. That opens up other spirits, other doors of things that you may not even be you're not ready for. At that moment, it may sound like something that, yeah, I want to keep this this marriage open. I want to spice it up. Well, that's why they have toys. You know, that's why they have different positions. That's why they have spontaneous dates you can do, or role playing. Like, there's so many other things you can do in a marriage to keep your marriage spiced up than to just bringing a random person in to have sex with. Because once that door is open, you can't close it.
What do you mean by that? Explain that for people that don't understand that. Because sometimes a lot of women
because
say that,
when
some men
you
say
you want it one time, but 9 times out of 10, once you open that door, that's going to be a door you're going to want to keep open. Because you done had it. So you done had a taste of it. So especially if the man enjoyed it more than the woman, you're going to always ask for that threesome. You're going to always be on the prowl looking for somebody to take home with y'all at the end of the night. Because guess what? You was okay with it the first time, so why are you not okay with it the second time I want to do it? So I just think opening that door, opening it up for so many other things that you may not be mentally prepared for. You may think it's a one-time thing, but what if that your husband goes back and sleep with her behind your back? Or what if you liked it to where you didn't think you like it, and now you want to sleep with her without your husband? Now you're cheating. So you open the door for things to happen that neither one of you may not be ready for. In order for you, I think threesomes, like they said, I think threesomes are just for single people when you're out here living your life. If you're in a relationship with somebody and y'all want to sleep with different women, every month, every weekend, whatever have you, that's fine. But to say you're married to someone, that you stood on the altar or whatever in front of someone and took those vows, I just no. And a lot of people is like, well, it's no different than polygamy. Well, it depends, because some polygamy relationships, they don't sleep all together. They're not in a threesome like sex. They're just, I sleep with you one night, I sleep with her the other night, or vice versa. There are some that both women like women, so they all three sleep together. But I just think I don't agree. But with the polygamy going on, and that's being more and more common now that I've known, that I've even known of, I'm running into a lot of different couples. Like, I ran into a lady on TikTok, a black girl. She has 2 girlfriends, married to both of them. So, yeah.
Go figure.
It's more and more common. Like, it's more and more common, but to each his own. But I just think that a threesome, I just don't think
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna give you a little pushback on this. Now, with the polygamy thing, one of our shows that was about polygamy, we're gonna do another topic on polygamy. But the polygamy thing is a whole nother world within of itself. there's also people that don't call it polygamy. They call it thruples. They got all different type of names for relationships. But they also have different type of relationships that are not married, and some of them go by doing a different type of marriage, for lack of better words. So, hey, that's the polygamy aspect of it. But I think it's different if you go into the relationship like that. If you go into the relationship like that, you kind of know what to expect a little bit. I think that, to give you a little pushback, what if people, we've been together almost 25 years, right? So let's say someone has been together just under us, or maybe around the same time period, and you said they have toys. What if this certain man or woman is not into toys? Because there's a lot of people. It's not a lot of toys for men. And the toy that's for men seems like it's. I don't know if it's the same, but
no. I mean, I use that for an example.
I am too. I'm not being literally with it. I'm saying like
there is other ways to spice it up, even if you don't use toys. A threesome does not spice up your relationship.
Yes, it does.
A threesome can tear your relationship.
That's cayenne pepper.
A threesome
that's cayenne pepper
can land you in divorce court. A threesome does not guarantee that your relationship is going to be on 100 when you have a threesome.
It's cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper hot. What's the other one? The habanero pepper. It might be a habanero pepper on your relationship.
No.
Yes. So we do have other so let's get it out of the way. The threesomes, again, it's a difference between two men and a woman and two women and a man. So what is your opinion on two men and a woman? So to even go back to one of the things that you read, a real threesome would be two ways. If it was two men and a woman, it would have to be all three having sex together for one, and then for two, basically they'd just be ganging up on the woman, right? If it was two men and a woman, right? Mm-hmm. So a woman will want two men on her like a gangbang.
I mean, some women might want that.
I'm just using that as an example. So some women will want that, and some women will want two men having sex with each other. But majority, that's not the same. Because from what I've read, most women don't want to have sex with two gay men. From what I've read. I don't know.
But who's to say they got to be gay men because they're both having sex with the same woman? They're not having sex with each other.
I said it's only two ways they can have sex. So the first way is all three of them having sex together. The second way is for two men to just be having sex with the one woman. That's the only way. Mm-hmm. Right? So the other way, you would have to be gay to have sex with another man. If you're a man, there's only three people in the room. Right? Mm-hmm. And the other way, I guess, I don't know.
I just think threesomes in a marriage just opens up other avenues and other doors that you may not be ready for, like I said.
I'm playing devil's advocate on this. Have you seen that, though? Have you seen, if you haven't...
I don't know anybody, so...
That's my point, though. So it might not open up anything.
It does. I'm pretty sure it does. Just by what you're doing and how you're going about doing it.
So the man...
So you think you gonna have a threesome and that's just it? Nothing else.
What's the entertainer's name that said that he does it? And wife picks him, and he said he only gets him like twice a year, three times a year, and his wife picks him. He might get it for his birthday, or when they randomly go out and they don't go out as much. There's a couple people that said it. T-Pain and his wife said it. He said his wife said it. Matter of fact, he said it on a few interviews he did. His wife picks him. And
but your wife has to like women too.
Right.
Okay.
So
if she likes women, then obviously I'm sure they don't care about a threesome because that's something they enjoy.
Okay.
So if it's just your wife that doesn't like women, never slept with the woman, and you want a threesome, I think it would be more uncomfortable for your wife because this is something that she's not familiar with, for one. She's never done. And
what if she wanted to experience it, but it's in the back of her mind? So see, this is what a woman told me a while back. I don't know if it's true or not, but it was funny how she was telling me. She's been with a woman before. She said it's different for men. Men, they're really going to be gay or not. And this was when we were living in Columbus. And she was saying for women, it's always something in the back of their mind. So, like, that's why certain women call it Pandora's box, because it opened up something inside of her she didn't know that was in her. That's what a woman said. I don't know if it's true or not, but it makes a good argument from her point of view. So, with that being said, you got to think, if she thinks that, hey, it's always in the back of her mind, like, I ain't never really want to be with no woman. And then, how some people, they feel that, like, how we know people that's in a relationship and they feel that they ain't never really had their fun, or they in a relationship and they, once they break up, they just go wild, or some of them want to break up so they can start dating other people, right? Mm-hmm. So what if she don't want to break up, but she want to experience being with another woman, right? And then it might be in the back of her mind, she might be like, okay. Now, do you think, I think you saying something that you're not really alluding to. You saying that the man or the woman can get turned out. That's the word that I'm looking at. Like, how, like, I know an older woman who's older than me. She basically never been with a woman, been in relationships with men her whole life. And this one time she got with a woman, she got turned out. Basically, we call that getting turned out. Now you like women and you into women. So basically, that's what you're saying. Like, you get with this woman, she turn you out. Like, now you like girls. That's what you're saying.
That too, or one of y'all go outside of the agreement and basically cheat with the person you had the threesome with. Now you cheating, all because you invited this third person into your marriage, into your bedroom. And the sex, I guess, turned out to be better than what you thought it was gonna be, or maybe better than your wife, or maybe better than your husband, and now y'all running behind each other's back, sleeping with her separately, when that wasn't the agreement. The agreement was we had this threesome. If we decide to do it again, you know, that's
in all
something.
The movies and everything.
What?
Like in some of the movies they portray that, and then some of the people that come out and say that's what end up happening, basically.
It's just like now we both sneak in and we both sleeping with her separately. So we're cheating at this point.
Is that cheating? Because both of them...
It's cheating because you're sneaking. It's cheating. It's cheating.
Is it cheating?
Yeah, it's cheating.
We already slept with her.
It's still cheating because I don't know that you're going to sleep with her again. You're doing it behind my back. You're doing it secretly. It's cheating.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why the hell you don't know. It's 100% cheating.
If we done already done slept with her,
it's still cheating. We didn't have this agreement to go sleep with her again. Without each other again.
So the agreement is to
we're
sleep
sleeping
with her
together
one time.
if that's what we decide, if we decide to say, hey, it was good, let's do it again, then that's another thing. But this agreement is, hey, you want this threesome, let's do it, this is the person. Now, anything outside of that, yes, it is cheating. I don't care that we slept with them together. You are now going behind my back and sneaking and sleeping with this person alone. That's cheating.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
Definitely is.
I mean, we could see it as cheating. I'm not disagreeing with you, but you got to think in the mind of other people though. So just think if you got to think in the mind of person that already done slept with her. They like, what's only thing that I'm doing wrong is lying. But if I already slept with her and you know about it, you just don't know about I'm sleeping with her again. That's my point.
Cheating.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So I guess it's threesomes for your significant other or wifey. So I don't know, man. I mean, I'll say this: both of us just found out someone in our family was with recently with a girl or two, I think, maybe, right? Mm-hmm. So it is kind of common for girls to be with girls, right? So if it's kind of common, threesomes are getting more prevalent than we think, though, too. Like, everybody's having threesomes. Like, threesomes is becoming the new Jordans almost. Like, everybody trying to get them Jordans. They come out and you know they sell out too. Mm-hmm. Everybody trying to get them new Jordans.
I mean, I don't know. I think because they can tread a lot on these TV shows and these reality shows.
It's being pushed as a
social
reality.
Social media is like the thing to do is to hook up with another girl or, you know. So I think that has a lot to do with why it's so heavy and people want to get in these. Now they want to say they research these polygamy relationships and it's okay to do it, and you know, and a lot of it is just BS, because when you say, like, where are you researching, like, it's okay to have, I know Muslims can have,
as long as the first
long as they could take care of their wives,
as long as they can take care of them and the first wife consent. That doesn't mean right. They like it either, though. But.
Right, but it's just like, now it's kind of growing, I guess, in the black community. I see a lot of black people are doing it, whether they have two girlfriends. I mean, I seen one lady, she had two husbands. Yeah, so, you know, I just questioned a lot of this. Like, I mean, they say, oh, you should be building a family like this. You know, we're one family. This and that.
Mm-hmm. I told you.
So, you
Listen, hold on. Wait. When I first told you this in 2021, this was like maybe a couple years ago. Do you think I was just over-exaggerating? Like, the polygamy stuff that's growing, and not just growing, for one, it's growing in, like, black community. Did you think I was just over-exaggerating?
I didn't really think twice about it.
Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for really lending me your ear when I'm trying to have a deep conversation with you. Yes. But so this is growing. So even though the polygamy aspect is different than threesomes, it's a intertwining of relationships. So the thing is, when it comes to these threesomes, what type of relationship you have before that is the question. Because men and women hit their sexual peak at different ages, right? Men hit their sexual peak anywhere from 18 to 24, I think. And women, they say, hit it anywhere between like 38 and 45 or something when they hit their sexual peak. So, a lot of older what sexual drive are you going into this situation? Because you have to understand, what if one person's sex drive is higher than others, right? So one person's sex drive is higher than others. Will that person needs be met looking for a threesome? So, case in point, what if the woman is not getting her needs met? I was reading a story not too long ago about a woman saying she's not having enough sex with her husband, and they have sex roughly 2, maybe 3 times a month, and she said that's not enough. He said he doesn't need to have that much sex. He's fine. He's okay. He's not in it. She said she needs to have sex at least 2 or 3 times a week, and he's not been providing for her. So, in this article, it's one of those women's magazines. Not 17 again, the other one. Basically, she was saying she offered, why don't we have a threesome to spice things up? And she said that he was like, no, he kept turning her down for like months. I think it went on for like a long time. So I think like his birthday came around. I think she decided to surprise him with a threesome after he said no. And he don't have that much sex drive anyway. He good about 2 or 3 times a month. So, long story short, they had a threesome. It was really good for her, really good for him. He just thought his wife did something, which leads to another part. Really nice for him, but come to find out, after reading, she kind of wanted a threesome anyway, just to see, it was always in the back of her mind, but she never done it. She was married. She said the furthest thing she never did was kiss a girl playing one time. So, long story short, now she likes the girl and was sneaking around dating her, but they weren't having sex. Come to find out, the girl was trying to break them up because she wanted to be with him.
Yeah, that's because you opened that box up.
You're right. She wanted to be with him, but he wasn't catching on, for lack of better words. Like, he just thought she was cool. He didn't have sex with her or nothing, but she was trying to break them up, basically, so she could be with him. Because she basically was saying that she didn't appreciate him, so she was going to take the girl they had a threesome with, decided that she was going to take her husband from her because she didn't appreciate him.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that something?
But that's what you get for bringing somebody else into your sacred marriage. All because you felt like you wanted to, I guess, experience that. Now, you have a woman that's trying to take your husband away from you. So, I mean I ain't going to say you deserve it, but
what are some things people can do to spice up? Like, because let's say threesomes is not on the table. Let's say toys is not on the table. I think the problem is that the communication be off. Like,
sex is not the only way to spice up a relationship or a marriage.
What are some other ways to spice it up? Enlighten these people.
It could be, like I said, a spontaneous date night. Like, okay, I'm gonna leave this outfit out on this bed for you with a little note. Be ready at such time. Surprise date. You don't think that'll spice things up? Like, damn. Like, okay,
That depends on the person.
That's something that'll be like, oh.
That's nice, but that's not sexual.
But I don't think spicing it up has to be intercourse.
Right. You don't. Again, you don't, that don't want a threesome. You don't. For a person that likes a lot of sex, you got to get into the mind of this person. This person likes a lot of sex. Hey, going out to dinner is not sexy. It doesn't get them horny. Like, some people that have a high sex drive.
Well, anything gets somebody horny that has a high sex drive.
But that goes with the point I'm saying, though. So if someone has a high sex drive, they are looking to do sex. Have sex soon. D.L. Hughley said when he takes his wife out to eat, he said, "You know what side of the menu you eating off on? Like you eating on the fucking side of the menu. You know we fucking, right?" Like he said that to his wife in a joke and matter, but like it's. And then again, I'm gonna say that part, but if a person have a high sex drive, I think it's the communication on what's good, bad, and the frequency of sex. Like if the previous relationship I talked about 2 or 3 times a month and good, she like 2 or 3 times a day, it got to be some type of compromise in there. Like, okay, how can we meet somewhere along the middle? Because, when you take these vows, it is for better or worse, but it's what Drake say, forever, ever. Like you got to tap into how can we meet in the middle. What was the show we watched? Queen Sugar, and they was doing the interview afterwards, and they was talking about older people in relationships. The older auntie, Aunt Vi, and she was basically saying that it's a woman older than me that I know that has sex frequently. And she was basically saying just because you older doesn't mean you can't have sex and have a good time. And I'm saying all that to say a lot of times people think that, sex is over when you get older. So what is the sex drive? Like if a man wants a threesome, fortunately and unfortunately, can he last? Will the sex be good enough? What was that show that used to come on MTV? It was like, dang, what was it? And they showed 3 couples, and all of them was gonna have a threesome, and it was, it's gonna come to me. It was like a documentary type style, like, come on, Theresa.
Don't know.
Yeah, just like my teenage birthday party or whatever they had on MTV. It was one of them that was like a documentary style when they were saying all these 3 people was going through something. But anyway, these couples was going through a threesome and all that, and this one couple had a threesome, and the wife was like, it was cool, but I wouldn't do it again. Like, and the husband was like, yeah, I wanted another one. I want another one for my birthday. So I think they went out to Vegas. And got it. So what is the sex drive? So, I think it all depends though. Because I think when people have a threesome, what type of relationship they have? Are they open? Now,
yeah, well, if you're having a threesome, then obviously each his own.
The long as the woman is into women.
Right. That's the only way I feel like if your woman is not attracted to women, it's going to be very awkward and very uncomfortable on her end. Even if she's doing it because this is something you wanted or gifting you it, or it's your birthday and she know you've been asking for it, and if she's not into women, that threesome is not going to be fun for neither party. Because it's going to be a lot of awkwardness. It's going to be a lot of probably shyness and jealousy and pulling back on doing a lot of things because, once again, she's not into women. She's only doing it because that is something you want to do. Now, if you and your woman or your wife is into women and you both like women, you pick the woman out, you can do what you want to do in your marriage, but you just got to know that when you open that door, then be prepared for everything else to follow with it. Meaning what's going to happen afterwards. If my wife is liking this, what's, you know what I'm saying? What if she leave me and go over here to this lady we done had a threesome with, vice versa? What if my husband leaves me and go be with this woman we both agreed to have a threesome with? So, you You just got to be prepared for the consequences when you open up that door in your relationship, whether you're married or dating. You just have to be really prepared and be for the consequences.
You saying the stakes are too high to be gambling like that? Huh?
Yeah, like you just got to be like, okay, well, I know if we do this, it's a possibility. I might, like it too much, or you might like it too much, and we might dibble dabble behind each other back. Like, you have to really be okay with the end results and not just thinking you're going to have a threesome and that's going to be it. Because I can guarantee you it doesn't happen like that for most.
I don't know, Mike.
I don't know. And I've heard a lot of people say if they do threesomes with their man, they go out of town.
I've heard that too.
And get the chick and find the chick.
So
they don't do it in the same place they stay
in the same city or nothing like that. Yeah. Or they go like far away, or the Vegas and all that stuff. Yeah, I've heard of that. Or out the country, like on Caribbean cruises and all that. I mean, not Caribbean cruise, but like certain islands, Jamaica and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I don't know, man. I just, in my mind, I done had like 8 threesomes. Mm-hmm. Like in my mind. In my mind, I done had like about 8 of them. You don't even know it.
I don't even care.
In my mind. But I just think that I agree with you on threesomes, but I'm taking the devil's advocate role. I think that threesomes can work because of the times that we're in. Now, maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago, threesomes, like, I don't know somebody, but you gotta think. I'm saying because of the times that we in. The times that we in, people are having more sex now. Women are experiencing sex with other women more frequently. Like more and more frequently, women are experiencing more sex. So I'm saying in today's time, threesomes are going to be more prevalent. We're going to hear about them more and more and more and more. Like more and more. We're going to hear about it more. So being that we're going to hear about it more, we're going to hear about more couples experiencing with it. We're going to hear about more couples saying, "Hey, they tried this and this worked, and tried what was that radio show we listened to?" And he went to Speedy. And they went to one in Vegas. So like, I think it depends, but I think it's going to happen because we're in 2021. Like, I think more married couples are going to have them because of the time that we're in. More married couples are going to have them. Like, and there's going to be other things that people going to use for examples for what works and what don't work. I think it could work though.
No, to each his own.
I think it could work.
It ain't gonna work here.
Huh? You never know. We already had a threesome in my mind. All I did was popped in a little porno on my phone. Watch you go to sleep. Whole thing of lotion sitting right there. Threesome on the night, shouting. You don't even know it. I had a threesome in my mind. I just imagine you and whoever I pulled up. Let's see, it was Beauty Dior. We had a threesome with her. Cherokee Diaz. We had one with her. The third one, I let you pick her. See, I think that you'll be with it if you was real high and drunk and you didn't know where you was at.
Well, that's being drugged.
It's not illegal for your husband to drug you.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
If I give you a drink and there's something in it, I mean, like, she always take this. It's not. It won't be illegal. And what they gonna say? What you gonna say? My husband drugged me.
Duh.
Who will believe you?
They will.
Look, we could have a threesome when we go to the Virgin Islands, when we go to Barbados, when we go all these places, we could have a threesome and won't nobody know.
You're Right. Well, nobody know because we won't do it.
Why not?
It ain't even nothing to
Why
even
not?
have a whole discussion about.
Why not? We can have one.
I'm not with that.
You're not attracted to women anymore?
I never was. No.
Not anymore? Look, nobody will know. We're going to keep this secret right between us. Oh, don't worry about it.
Because it ain't happening.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. We're going to...
Ain't nobody gonna know.
You
ain't even gonna know.
How?
Because it ain't gonna happen.
Watch. You gonna have a drink, and that mug gonna be good all the way down to the bottom. You got like 3, 4 of them. Yep. Take one more sip. One more. You gonna be sticking your finger all in the drink. Oh, that's good, ain't it? Yeah, get to the bottom of that. It's gonna be time to go to bed, and we gonna carry you to the room. We, remember that, plural. We gonna carry you to the room. We gonna have a threesome. Watch. We gonna have a threesome. Yeah, we might as well. We ain't doing nothing else. Might as well.
No, I'm good.
You good? I think that's the thing that you running away from. We gonna have this threesome one way or another. You don't want everybody to know you a freak. That's what it is. We gonna have a threesome, and we gonna talk about it. Why did it last 6 hours? It could have lasted 2, but I took some tonic, Magnum. I took that Magnum tonic from my Jamaican friend. This is the man's drink.
That stuff's so old, it probably ain't no good.
It's fermented anyway. It's fermented drinks. Like wine. The longer it sit, the longer it gets strong. Like kombucha. You can order it too. I seen it on Amazon. Magnum tonic. Get that Magnum tonic drink. I think I'm gonna get some while we in Jamaica. Yeah, we're gonna drink that. I heard it just tastes like ginger a little bit, like ginger root beer, and it's only small. I don't think it gets you drunk. It has alcohol in it, but I think it's alcohol from being fermented, just like kombucha has alcohol in it. I think it's like that. But anyway, we're gonna try to see if we can set up another threesome. I guess threesome's not for this wifey, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna bring it back. We're gonna talk about it.
No, we not.
We're gonna talk about having a threesome. We're gonna talk about having a threesome. We're gonna try and get this right. Somebody gonna have a threesome around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Sure ain't gonna be you.
It's gonna be me and you. You're gonna be duct tape tied up in Jamaica. Yeah, man. Say it. I know you want to say it. Say it. I know you want to say it. It's on your face. So we're going to end on that note. You can get in contact with her as...
On Instagram. I am his Mrs. Dyson.
And Facebook.
Just my name.
It's the same thing on Facebook.
No, it ain't. It's Theresa Dyson.
And our page up there on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook is...
The Dyson's Effect.
The Dyson's Effect. And our email is thedysonseffect@hotmail.com, where we're going to be getting more emails about threesomes and polygamy all over again because we mentioned it on here. My social media handles is Benevolent Coach on Twitter and Your Benevolent Coach on Facebook and Instagram. Please get in contact with us. Give us some more updates on what's going on with y'all. We're going to talk about all this other stuff we got going on, where we can get this threesome in order. Let me oil her down. And we can talk about
Not gonna happen.
how we gonna get one of these girls on My 600-Pound Life to get in our bed with us, because she watched that show all the time, so might well spice it up. That's really spicing it up. That's cayenne pepper. so that's cayenne pepper. So we're gonna end on that note. This is Johnny,
And this is Theresa.
and this is another episode of the
Dyson's Effect.
Peace, Love, and Blessings.